Hey, welcome. My name is Lindsay McDougall. I'm a licensed acupuncturist, and this is a video that I wanted to create for all you out there about how to do work from home. So, we have been all sheltered in place, staying at home with this coronavirus, and it's probably gotten a bit hard. We all are feeling it to balance the work home life balance. So, I wanted to give you a bunch of tips today that can help motivate, inspire, and help you to create your perfect day working from home. Things that have been super helpful, that are proven, and get you that focused and hyper productive results. So I've been working at home half of the week in my practice for about 8 years now, and I've learned some things, and it wasn't all easy, and I've done a lot of trial and error. So I think this can be a big help. And I know that other folks out there, they have a work from home day that's maybe one day a week, like a Friday or every other Friday, and that is good, but it may not be enough to really catch into our flow. So if you've been struggling with this is your video. So give it a like and subscribe. So we'll just go ahead and get into it. So the first thing we need to get out in the air is this glamorized version that, oh, I'll get so much done because I can do my laundry and then do my work. We need to eradicate that. What we get done is really how we structure a routine around what we're getting done. So some people may find that they have a lot better motivation and focus in the morning, so they're going to be waking up early, they're going to get their work done, whereas others might find their stride more at night. So follow what you feel is best for you. The beauty of working at home is that we have flexible hours, but it isn't like a scenario where we're actually going to get more done. We just really have to hone in on our routine and when we have the most energy. So get flexible with what you know is your energy level at certain times of day and really optimize on that time of day. The second thing, which I want to mention, is having a desk or a room, an office where you dedicate solely to your work. So this is my desk in my apartment that I work at, and I only do my work here. It's not productive to work from your bed, although it may feel comfortable or it may feel nice. It actually doesn't really work so well. It doesn't really it isn't conducive to productivity and focus. So make time to clear off your desk, create like an organized desk, comfortable chair, which we'll get into later, and make sure it's a space where you feel focused, calm, it's quiet, you can concentrate. Even if it's your dining room table that you switch into a desk when you're not eating there, just make it so that however you go into your workday, you want it to be a type of routine that reminds and triggers your brain to think, okay, I'm getting ready for work now. I mentioned this before, do not mix your personal and professional responsibilities. So don't think I can do my laundry. Well, maybe you can throw laundry in, but doing laundry, doing dishes, dealing with like home personal stuff like emails, phone, and think that you're going to get all this work done at the same time. None of us are good at multitasking. It is not written into our brain chemistry. It is called contact switching, which you can look up, where we actually lose like 3 to 4 times our productivity because we're constantly switching between the two. So that is a good tool to remember, that this is not to be mixed. I like to hide my phone, put it in another room so that calls, texts, social media pings don't show up. I'm just able to focus on my computer, do the things that I need to do. I'm not getting, first of all, into a scroll hole. And just think about it, in your normal office job or in any normal office job, we're not on our phones. We're on our computers just focusing on the task at hand. And what I mentioned about the desk and about your space, you also want to have a comfortable place to work. So within the desk and within the desktop that you have set up, make sure you have back support with a pillow, lumbar support, pelvic support. There are certain things you can buy on Amazon that are like $40 where you can lift your whole laptop up a few inches and be able to type more at eye level so that you don't feel like you're hunching over working on your computer, but you can have more of a posture. So little things like that can really help make a difference, because if we let these things go on too long, we can develop low back pain, headaches, neck pain, carpal tunnel. So this is really important to our health, that we're really creating a place, because if we're moving around or we're going on the couch or we're going into our bed or we're going to our kitchen table, we just really want to make sure that the essentials for our comfort are there. The next thing I would suggest is getting dressed and showered. So this is obviously kind of a no-brainer, but it actually makes a huge difference in our mental health and our perception of our workday. So just like we do in a normal workday where we get ready for work and we groom ourselves and we go out to our jobs out in the city, this is the same principle but from home. So we want to make sure that we're doing the things that remind us of like how we want to feel when we're going into work. So we want to feel nice, like feel groomed. It's a really nice set, reset, and you can wear your workout clothes. I wear mine. I like to be in more comfortable clothes I can move in. Maybe in the middle of the day I'll take a quick workout or jump up, have a walk. That's all good. There's nothing wrong with having workout clothes, but that sort of sense of respect and self-care is really important here. And then once we're into our work, we want to look at our priorities. So all of these steps, we're leading up to like the main thing about how we can be productive. So we're looking at maybe 3 to 4 priorities max per day. And that is simple, focused, actionable priorities to get the needle moving on your business, on your workload for your boss, if you work for yourself, just the most important things that are going to get you the best results. So, looking at priorities, they can be for the day, but also, especially if you work for yourself, you're going to look at them for the year, the quarter, the month, the week, and the day. So those all are important aspects to have, especially if you work for yourself. And so when we're going into our priorities, we have those 3 to 4 priorities, the things that will make the most difference in moving our business forward, getting the most out of our work. And so it's great to do a detailed to-do list. So I do this typically the night before, the evening before, after I'm done working. I write out a to-do list of like by the hour of what I'm going to be doing. So I have like in the morning I wake up, I take my pre-workout drink, I do 20 to 30 minutes of journaling, I do 20 to 30 minutes of exercise, workout. I finish with a post-workout drink, like a recovery drink. And then I either shower or stretch or eat. And this just helps me to just maintain that clarity and that calmness through the day. And then moving on, so that's maybe like 8 to 9, and then 9 to 10 is doing a blog entry, for instance, and then 10 to 10:30 is a snack, walk around. 10:30 to 11:45 is taking a call. 12 to 1 is a break, lunch. So making sure that, as you notice in the schedule, there's breaks in between each of the blocks. So we need to make sure that we're scheduling in those micro breaks, because if we're not moving our body around or getting up every hour, hour and a half, then our brain just stays stagnant, our energy is stagnant. It doesn't really help us to come up with new ideas and to, keep the ball rolling, because our brain is tired. We need to replenish, we need water, we need nourishment, more breath, take a 20-minute walk around the block. This all really helps to create more energy, even if it's like in the evening time, like between 3 and 3:30, like resting for those 20 to 30 minutes, or just meditating or taking some time to really breathe and center. And then the next tip that I have written out for you guys is to set the mood. And what do I mean by that? I mean to create little habits that help you feel more sensorily connected to your work. So the more that our senses are involved, the more our brain can be connected and reminded to start to work in a way that, okay, it's opening into like the work time. So for instance, I have a essential oils diffuser, and I will put in like a little citrus or orange peel or some kind of uplifting citrus smell for like energy. There's also rosemary for memory, lavender for calm. So little essential oils, or you can put essential oils on your hand and smell your hand. Obviously we're washing hands a lot because it's coronavirus season, but like looking at like little things that we can do, or music that you really like, or things that kind of trigger your brain, like maybe it's like headphones that you always wear when you work. These kinds of things that is just like, okay, the routine is getting set up. And then another really important point is having pre-made snacks, pre-made food, meals, things that are already in your fridge or can be made super easy in your fridge, because we actually can lose a lot of productivity if we just let the food thing go by the wayside. We can work and work and work. I can like be writing forever and then forget that, oh, wait a minute, I'm hungry. I need to eat. I need to replenish. I haven't taken any breaks. And then it can actually really impact my productivity, because I go into my fridge and it's like so many decisions, so many options, and then we can go into like decision fatigue because we're making so many micro decisions in our work. We don't want to add more decisions on top of that complicate. So making sure that piece, like there are certain apps and programs that allow you to have pre-made meals sent to you. You can support a local business by calling and have them send the meal to you, which is already pre-prepared. You can like make extra dinner and then have that ready for the day. So that's what I really, really recommend, because if we're constantly like on our work game and we're not feeding and fueling as well as taking breaks, like the fuel, we just like end up binging or snacking on like a bunch of stuff that's not really healthy for us. And because we're not getting the minerals and vitamins and proteins and fats that we need, we're ending up just eating things to like make up for that lack, which causes like bloating and then more brain fog and more funkiness. So it really is a catch-22. We just really have to make sure to get that food piece. And it's hard because it's spring, like there's that like want to just keep going, but don't listen to that. Turn off the brain, get grounded, eat some food. It will really help. And then the other thing that I'll mention, the last sort of tip, is to when you're shutting down for the day, you know, if you're a morning person and you wake up at 6, you get started work at 8 or at 9, and then you shut down at 5, make sure that you have like a time when you really end your workday. So, you know, doing last minute emails, like, you know, wrapping up any emails that you meant to send, taking care of like your forums, or like any last sort of pieces that need to get taken care of in whatever platforms you're using. And then I like to wrap up the day with a to-do list, like kind of like a brain dump of everything that's on my mind. Write down like what needs to be done for the next day starting. And and then I close my computer, and that works for me. So it might look different for you, but it does help to have, okay, I know I'm going to end at this point, and so I want to get these various things done and then end it. And that also really helps with our relationships too, and, you know, shutting down the computer time, turning off our phones, being present with our families, with people in our lives, and doing some more leisurely activities that help us relax, help us just de-stress and move forward. So yeah, these are all great things that I hope were helpful to you. The foundation of this is really being self-care while you're getting stuff done. And I hope that I hope you realize through the video, like through taking some of these tips, when you have those self-care benchmarks throughout your day, and just little rituals that you do, grooming, breaks, food, you know, making your to-do list and sticking to your to-do list, and having little routines to set the mood and to start up your day and break down your day, as well as the environment being conducive to work. These will all just really help you feel like cared and nourished, so that you can produce your best stuff and just kill it, so that when we're back in the office or back at work, then we have, you know, some work to prove for it. And for those who are feeling less motivated or just stressed and overwhelmed, just take like 1 or 2 of these and start fresh, and just don't think too much about it, and it's going to be an awesome break. So we'll have that balance of work and home, which I think is so important, and probably a lot of people are struggling with right now. So I hope this was helpful, and again, give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely catch you on the next video soon. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.